Hi everyone, it's Terry here from nutsaboutsstamping.com. In today's video, I'm going to show you a super cute friendship card idea, although you could change the phrase on the card and make it any occasion you need. And I'm going to use my die cutting machine and this really fun, brand new, The Gang's All Meer stamp set. Now, this is a special stamp set because it's part of Stampin Up's Sale-a-Bration, which begins on January 3rd, 2020 and goes through till March 31st. You can earn this set for free with a $50 product order in the US or a €60 product order in the Netherlands and surrounding countries. This is a Sale-a-Bration brochure, and as I said, it goes live on January 3rd, and inside is many products. There are many products for you to choose from, and this is one of them. So I thought it would be fun to create a card idea using this stamp set. And my card base is going to be Old Olive. I've cut it 8.5 by 5.5, and I will crease it on the 4 1/4 mark. And then to that, I am going to do something special. So there's a brand new product in the mini catalog, which also goes live on January 3rd. It's part of the Tropical Oasis product suite, and it's called the Coastal Weave Embossing Folder. And if you know me, you know that every time a new catalog comes out, my first product order has all of the embossing folders because I absolutely love them. And I love what they do to layers and to card fronts. So I'm going to emboss the front of my card, and I'm going to put just the front part inside the embossing folder, and then I'm going to run it through the Big Shot. This is a new embossing plate that's available for purchase now, and it's designed to go with the 3D embossing folders, and the Coastal Weave is one of those. So let me show you what this looks like. Isn't that just gorgeous? I think that's such a pretty embossed layer for the front of the card. And I think it goes really well with the Gang's All Meer stamp set. I don't know, it just seems to sort of have the same vibe for me. So the next thing I'm gonna do is take a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and I've got the meerkat image ready to go. And I'm going to ink it up with my Memento Jet Black ink or Tuxedo Black ink. And I'm going to stamp it down. And then I'm going to color it, isn't that cute? With some of my Stampin' blends. I'm going to use the Soft Suede Combo pack, and I'm going to use the light Mossy Meadow to color the image. So I'll do that, and I'll be back in a moment to complete the card. All right, I have my coloring all done, and then I decided to add a phrase from the Itty Bitty Greetings stamp set. I love this. This is a set of 2, and I chose the phrase that says, "A little hello." I inked it up using my Stampin' Right marker with the, this is Old Olive because I wanted to match the card front. So I inked up the phrase and stamped it down. Just a point, don't use your Stampin' blends on your stamps. That's not what they're designed for. They're only designed to color on cardstock. You would use your ink pad or your Stampin' Right markers to ink the phrase and stamp it down. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to take my snail adhesive and I'm going to attach the colored meerkat layer to a layer of soft suede that matches the color I chose for the meerkats. And before I adhere it to my card front, I'm going to do one more thing. I have 2 strips of leftover soft suede cardstock And what I want to do is adhere them to the front of my card. I stopped the video for a second because I wanted to get my silicone sheet because my strips are a little bit narrower than the width of my snail adhesive, and I didn't want to get adhesive on my my little grid sheet. So I am going to put one strip there and then one strip right beside it. And the reason I'm doing this is just to add a little bit more visual interest to the front of my card. I felt that it was really plain looking, even though the coastal weave is a lovely embossed image. There we go. I still thought it was going to be a little plain, and so put those two little strips behind for added interest. All right, now I'm going to adhere my meerkat layer on the front of my card, like so. There we go. It's taking shape and looking oh so cute. Now, there's a couple of additional things I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of the new Peaceful Poppies sequins, and in that pack there are some gold sequins. So I'm going to add 3 sequins, and I'm going to adhere them down using my fine tip glue pen. Now I'll do that after the video is over, because then I'll let it dry, and then I'll take a photo and I'll post a photo over on my blog. And to get to my blog, you would go to www.nutzaboutsstamping.com. Now there's another new product that's coming out in the mini catalog, and it's this braided burlap trim. It's quite a thick trim, and it's really neat. So the other thing you can do is make a knot of this burlap, and then what's really fun is to shred the ends or unravel the ends, and then I could add, let me just turn it around. I could add a knot of the burlap, and that would make a really nice and very interesting detail to the front of the card to finish it off. Now, because this card is going to be mailed to my son, I write him a letter every week because I live overseas and away from him, and so I want him to know that I think of him all the time. So I'm not going to put the knot on here because it's going to add weight and bulk for postage, and it's very expensive to post letters overseas nowadays, no matter what country you're in. So I'm not going to do this, but if you're going to hand deliver this card, I think that burlap knot would be a really nice finishing touch. So if you'd like a complete listing of the supplies that I use to make this card and a measurement for the layers and the product numbers, so that when all of these products go live in January, you'll be able to have your wish list ready to go, head on over to my blog, www.nutzaboutsstamping.com. Oh, and while you're on my blog, consider subscribing to my free newsletters. I send a newsletter each week with a project idea you won't see anywhere else. I'm Terry. I am Nuts About Stamping. I hope you'll create something fun today too. Bye for now.